friends, my Lyft friends, today, Memorial Day, where we honor the people that have died serving in the United States services, a day that has taken on a way larger meaning, where we also remember, hold in our memory dear to us, our family, our loved ones, anyone that's lost their life. Today is all about you. And if I can request a couple of seconds of silence to honor these amazing people. And then let's open up the live chat for discussions. Thank you. So this is a pretty tough day for me each year. It truly is, because I was in the Army. A couple of my good friends died. I was in the South African Army. I understand that they don't have a Memorial Day in South Africa, but my heart still goes out to those ones. I was in the Army for 2 years in the South African Army, called SADF, South African Defence Force. And most important of all, I hold in dear memory my dad, who died at the age of 49. I'm 1 year older than him. So he will always be in my memories. I'm sorry for tearing up, but this is such a special person in my life that passed away when I was 21 years old. And he was an amazing father. I have nothing bad I can say about this man. He was there for me through everything. And I hold him in the highest regards, my huge idol. And I'm dedicating this video to you, Dad. And to all of you that have lost loved ones, family members, it's very, very painful. And I'm sure on this day it comes up for you, a lot of raw emotions, a lot of feelings, right? And for those thousands and thousands and thousands of US soldiers in past history, in the last wars, previous wars, whoever you are, wherever you fought, wherever you died on the battlefield, our heart goes out to you, to your family, to your loved ones. Thank you for your sacrifice to our country, the United States of America. So we appreciate you for keeping us safe. My friends that are in my house, I'd like to give you the opportunity to, Brisbane's in the house, Johnny Davis, how are you? Mario, Yassine, Darius, Infantry Sarge, all these wonderful people, Tommy. Thank you for those kind words that you share today with very special people, with our United States Armed Forces, with your loved ones. And I'd like you to use this opportunity to use our house and send out a message to any loved one that you lost. If you want to mention him or her here, please do. I will honor them for you in this channel. They will be in our hearts and our souls. They will be kept in our memory forever, right? They'll never fade away because they played a very special role in our life and impacted us. So Jacksonville, Florida, Infantry Sarge, I appreciate you. I really enjoy having you in my channel, and I'm wearing this shirt today, this gold shirt that says champion, because all of the people in my eyes that passed away on this, for this cause, and we are reminded of them each year on Memorial Day so that they never fade away from us. They're all champions. They're all true champions in my heart, right? And the biggest champion of all, I guess, is my dad. I salute you. And if you rest in peace, Uncle Frank Mora, Uncle Al, and Cousin Fred, we won't forget you, whoever you are. You obviously mean a ton to Abstract Echo, a friend and subscriber in our house, and we give a shout out to those three individuals. We'll keep you in our memories. It's hard, my friend. It's hard to say that, not to cry, because if you guys knew who my dad was, you'd understand, right? For those who don't know, my father was a political advisor who traveled many a times between Reagan and Gorbachev, discussions on bringing down the Berlin Wall. My dad met with the Chancellor of Germany, Chancellor Kohl, Willy Brandt, Yasser Arafat, all these leaders to try and keep peace between countries. That's who my dad was. My dad wrote 14 books, was a very, very, very respected politician, also on the board of Mercedes-Benz as a political advisor, economic advisor. And most and foremost, the world's greatest dad in my eyes. Everyone loves their dad, and their mom and your dad are your biggest fans and your biggest supporters. But let me tell you, my dad was a rock star, man. When I was 14 years old, he would drive me. I was a little DJ. I bought my DJ set. He would drive me to the parties, help me set up the parties, pick me up at 2, 3 in the morning. Didn't have a driver's license. Pack up the speakers, the DJ boxes, the Technique turntables, all the vinyl records, all the chase lights, all the strobe lights, all the mirror balls. He was there without fail every single time. Every sports game he showed up, every training session he showed up. And what I can only do as a father is duplicate that with my kids, right? And you, Compton in the house, his name was Professor Dr. Dirk Kunert. He was a professor doctor, 2 degrees. Anyone that you want to mention here, we'll give them a shout out. Any special person to you that we need to memorialize today, we'll do it. We'll give them a shout out, right? They'll be in our hearts and souls, right? So it's not a day that I want to drive. I'm sure I can see many of you that are in this room are not driving today. You know, you might be down at the cemetery putting down some flowers. You might be having a nice quiet lunch with your family or extended family, honoring these people, honoring these army forces, right? So may not be a day you want to go and drive, and I totally understand. I don't want to. I'm not going to get in the car today. Ken Richards says, thank you for your day's service, 24 years, USAF. Awesome. I like that. Yeah, my dad was a very political man, but most important, he was the greatest dad. Tommy says, my step-grandfather, Abe Mays, World War I veteran, passed at 100 years old. Love to you, Gramps. 100 years. How amazing is that, to be on this planet for 100 years, right? 1 century, Mr. Abe Mays. So shout out to him, man. Most of my family were members of armed forces. My great uncle was in the Battle of the Bulge. My dad's cousin spent 18 months in Vietnam. Wow. Amazing stories where these people's families were, where they served, what wars they fought in, right, to keep us safe. Mohammed M. Khalil, thank you to all who protect our freedoms from Dearborn, Michigan, hometown of Ford Motor Company and Henry Ford Museum. Thank you to your father for his efforts to keep peace in the world. Amen, my friend. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Jay Beats. Thank you, Jason Condit, for being in the house. It's okay to have a sentiment towards a hero so close to your heart. I appreciate you saying that. That means the world to me, right? I don't think it's a sign of weakness to show your emotion for someone you cared so much for. Gilbert R. Martinez, Korean War. We salute you, Gilbert R. Martinez. Thank you for being there for us. Appreciate you. Yeah. I did spend the morning on the phone with my tech team again, because I put the funds up and got the ball rolling. Remember the big announcement, July the 4th, Independence Day, when drivers are going to become independent. That probably is our next big holiday, right? Our next big federal holiday, Independence Day, July the 4th. Today we have Memorial Day. I would carefully say in just over a month, we're starting a big movement, right? Where you get to participate. Not only do you get to participate, but you get to decide on the name. We're going to do polls. We're going to vote on names. So it's going to be such a group effort. I'm going to get all my media contacts. I'm going to pay for numerous public press releases to all these news outlets. I'm going to put a lot of money into it to raise awareness. I'm going to reach out to all the top YouTubers here in the United States, in Canada, in London, in South Africa. I already have their names. We're setting them all up. And guess what? I'm going to share with you today on Memorial Day that all of these top people that will help us promote this new company, put it on the map, I've given them a name. They're alive. Today we dedicate to those passed away. On the 4th of July, my friend, I am dedicating that new company to the rideshare world, right? Not only that, I have handpicked 100 all-stars in the YouTube world, 100 all-stars, about 20 to 30 of them, which I know personally, I've had conversations with, and I'll be calling upon all of them to make videos, to push this new platform so that Uber and Lyft hear us loud and clear. So on Memorial Day, if any Uber and Lyft executives are watching our stream or have staff that are going through reading these messages, today is about us. It's our house, keeping in memory our loved ones, but we're also telling you we're coming. We're coming with something great and new. So I'm excited about that. I really am. And the cool thing is I don't even have control over the name. You, the rideshare world, will determine what the name is. The cool thing is that the platform where we collectively make the decision making is called GOAT, greatest of all time, because we are all the greatest of all time. We're all Uber pros. We're all Lyft pros. We don't need medals from Uber and Lyft, right? So the platform that gets introduced in this new site that is going to be announced probably in the next 7 to 10 days to get everyone enrolled, to get all the YouTubers enrolled. It has a name, and I'm not going to let that name out of the bag, but it's powerful. It's very powerful. And the platform set up within that platform is called GOAT, greatest of all time, where we, the rideshare community, where Tim, 616, Jay Beats, all get to participate in polls to drive this thing forward, right? To give you an idea, and I want to say this on Memorial Day because we need to look back in 3 or 4 years' time and look back at this day and say, I have great memories of being part or participating in something bigger for us, right? Because right now we're not taken care of. And my hat, where is it? Here it is. My rideshare professor hat. I take it off to that guy that I highlighted in the previous video, right? What was his name? Daniel, the head of product at Uber, for actually going out and doing 96 trips, for actually, as one of the management team at Uber, right, going out there and walking the walk and talking the talk. None of these other people who are working in this big company have a clue about rideshare. This is the first guy, he's 4 short of my 100 trip challenge, right, who's actually gone out there, and we've got to respect that, right, because he wants to know what the product, he wants to know and feel what it's like to be a driver, right, and most important of all, he needs to feel the earnings, like what did I make after 96 trips? Is this something I can be proud of, driving in San Francisco as the head of product at Uber, completing 96 trips, bringing in X amount of dollars? Is this something I can proudly announce to my colleagues? My guess is no. He has to give feedbacks in meetings. He's 4 short of 100. They need to remember on this Memorial Day that Daniel was the first guy to step forward and walk the walk. Many, many, many years later, Daniel, if he was the elected product manager way back, he should have got in the car and got to learn his product, learn his platform. He could have stopped at 150 or 200 trips. He started now, very, very late. I question why, right? But he's at least trying, right? Something that Dara, Kay, or Logan, this guy, the CEO at Lyft, they can't say that. They don't know the product. They don't know the driver. They don't connect with their workforce, right? So, hello, everyone. 616PC. Tim Olson, thank you. Appreciate you. IQ Boy, so did he make 100 rides in the time frame so I can pay him $100 challenge? I don't think he's done it in the time frame, right? I don't think he's done it within that time frame, to be quite sure, IQ Boy. But his big article, I sent you the link. He shares the screenshots. He shows it's for real. It's not just words. He's actually showing screenshots of his trips, of his earnings. And that, to me, is a step in the right direction, because once he truly sees what Uber is paying, his company is paying drivers, maybe then and only then will he be ashamed of those numbers, right? Because I'm sure he's earning Mickey Mouse money after 96 trips, right? The shot of earnings is not his. It's correct. We'll go probably straight back to the house because he's on the clock. He's working for them, which is correct. So I have taken the foreign soldiers in my car to other countries, other religions. I believe there aren't atheists in foxholes. Interesting. Thank you. With that said, no matter what religion, God bless them all. Thank you for saying that. I agree. I feel the same way. I don't care where you're from, what color you are, what religion you are. You're welcome in this house, our house. Bacon Noodles, interesting name. God bless the men and women who died for us. God bless them. Absolutely. That's why we're making this video, to honor them. So I think Black Eye would be a very fun jab at the other 2 companies. However, my passenger is really like GOAT, greatest of all time. That's nice. And maybe that's a name we need to put in that forum. I'll write it down. Let me take a quick screenshot so I can send that to the techies. Can incorporate that name Black Eye as a reminder, right? If I understand you correctly. It's like, hey, we're the Black Eye. We're coming. Be careful. So remembering all those who served and died for us in the United States Armed Forces, and even greater than that, Memorial Day, remembering all of our loved ones, right? Whether you lost a mother, whether you lost a father, whether you lost a brother, whether you lost a sister, today we hold them in memory. They are all true, true champions in our eyes. Jao Maderos, tuning in from Boston. Happy Memorial Day to you, Professor, and everyone else. Thank you for your shout out, and thank you for acknowledging everyone in the room, Jao. Appreciate you. So, any plans of anyone driving today, tonight maybe? Are you going to be how are you spending this Monday? I know that kids are thrilled about this day. My kids like, man, damn, another bonus day. We don't have to go to school. We have a nice long weekend, right? Saturday night, I got to share a very special story with you. Saturday, I was booked out from 12 o'clock at noon till 1 a.m. in the morning. 13 hours, big payday. And I got to drive very special people, very special clients, and go to Adam Sandler's party. Yep, the actor Adam Sandler, in Beverly Hills in Century City. I met Conan O'Brien at the event, Adam Levine at the event, and met some very special people. Of course, as always, I network, I meet, I greet, I get cards out, and my client made a lot of really good introductions, right, which is nice. So, you know me, guys, I use every opportunity I can to network. But that was quite special because I enjoy the actor Adam Sandler. I think he's funny, I enjoy his movies. And to see him, shake his hand and talk to him a little bit, not for long, just for a few words, was pretty special to me, right? Because I do remember many, many of his older movies, you know, was cool. So Uber just gave us a shout out. Let's read it. It says, I got deactivated by Uber this weekend. I'm truly sorry to hear that. Anyone else have issues taking selfies with denied pictures over an overdue to lighting at night? I was told I committed fraud. What? So you got to, if you truly know it was a picture of you, right? And you uploaded that photo and it was you, you got to stand up for yourself, Uber. And you can appeal it. Like I say, you can initiate in small claims court, you can force the issue with the Uber legal department. If it was truly you, doesn't matter what the lighting was on that day when you verified your picture and they denied you. If that's the truth, again, if you're speaking from the level of truth, appeal it, stand up for yourself. Tim Olson, I think the name needs to be positive and show solidarity. It will be. It will be. But I'm saying I'm honoring all the names that are put forward. And obviously, the council, the people, the rideshare drivers decide on the name. I don't decide on the name. So we just put an idea forward by inventory Sarge. But whatever the name is, I'm sure it's going to be a very much a step into that positive direction, right? And show the good things that we will do for the world. Exactly. The good things for the world. Exactly. Because we're all GOAT. We're all the greatest of all time. That's the way I see everyone, right? No judgment. We shouldn't judge our brothers and sisters. Who are we to say we are better than them, right? We're not. Whether you're the janitor or whether you're a king, you're a human being, my friend. You're living on planet Earth. Welcome, right? So I don't like hierarchies and people think that they're more special, more ego than someone else. No, you got to respect everyone on the street, right? Even the homeless guy walking by me, I'm going to greet him. How's your day going? He may not want to reply, but at least I just, for a second, I said, hey, I care about you, right? So I'm working out while listening to your cast. I love it. Getting the heart rate going, working on his lats, his pectoral muscles, cardio, circulation. Mr. Tony Slaughter in the house, working out while listening to my cast. I appreciate you. Edward Harrison, thank you for your support. And Edward, right back at you. Thank you for your support, because without you, we can't build our house, right? Abstract echo ego equals edge guard out. Very, very interesting, very well said. You're not going to achieve anything in life by believing your ego, or you're driven by your ego and you think you're something more special than anyone else, right? And you can detach from your ego. You're truly the real person you are, right? But man, do I see people at events and I can say, he's in his ego, she's in his ego. he can't let go of his ego. She can't let go of his ego. It's very easy to tell who's acting out of ego. But yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, Timothy Smith. I'm going to show this link. Please check out my first Uber video, Uber Timbo. You know what, Timothy? Share the link with us, buddy. Right? Super proud of you to take the initiative to share with us your first video. That's cool. You know, we want to grow together. So if somebody announces a new video, go there, watch it, like it, dislike it, subscribe, right? Help the person. This is how we collectively, I'm going to tell you, in the next 10 days, when we launch this platform, name withheld right now, it's huge. We need everyone in there. We need everyone sharing social media so that we're on the map, we're on the radar, we're coming, right? And I'm going to be calling on all those troops, the Dustin troops, the Paula troops, the Dave Uberslave troops, even the guy that spoke negatively about me, Giovanni Rideshare Revolution. I'm calling on him as well to come to the party. I'm going to dedicate an all-star page even to the guy that was mocking my accent and said what a fool I am, right? Because I'm not judging him, right? For some reason, he was triggered by my accent, right? Although by birth, I was born in Washington, D.C. Again, the person that I'm honoring today, my dad, Professor Dr. Kunert, professor at Georgetown University, Washington, D.C., where I was born, in Georgetown Hospital. I am not judging Gio. I'm inviting him to the party. I'm inviting Harry to the party. I'm inviting Drive with Peterson to the party, your driver Mike to the party, Thomas Gibson to the party, Kevin the Apptrepreneur to the party, because what I want to do is like, hey, announce this new platform, get the people in, and then build up the hype till July the 4th, right? So we have troops, and we have troops spreading the word, right? And then on July the 4th, I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Anyone and every one of you can participate. 5 levels, right? Starting off with $5, right? That's the smallest level. You're part of this new movement, right? And we're not going to use MLM, multi-level marketing techniques. No, we're going to create a company by drivers for the public, right? For the public. And I'm not saying by drivers for Uber passengers or for Lyft riders. No, it's by the drivers, us, in all these channels, all these cities, all these countries, for the public, right? Because we want to really use our platform to educate people that haven't even taken an Uber and a Lyft, right? We want to be far bigger. And most important of all, it has to be a healthy split. To me, what I consider healthy is that the driver takes a minimum of 75% of the cut and 25% goes to the house. I will show you in one of the next videos tomorrow multiple screenshots that we're already on 50-50. How in your mind can you take 50% of the work, of the driver work, of the gas, the car, the real work, right? Simplify 0007. Much love to you, my friend. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you back. Ziggy with sunglasses on. Emoji. Thumbs up. Big heart, big kiss. I appreciate you. Ziggy's in the house. It's a cool 3 emojis. There's a thumb up, and then there's a little guy. I think he's got a little heart, and then there's another little guy with looks like Ray-Bans, black Ray-Bans. I used to wear black Ray-Bans in the day. Did anybody here used to wear Ray-Bans in the past? I think that happened with Top Gun. Remember when Top Gun came out, Tom Cruise? All the Ray-Bans suddenly became super popular, right? So Uber says, bring it. I'm so excited. Yes, and that excitement has to grow from the moment we launch this new site, this new forum, this new social forum where everybody gets to participate, right? starting on the name. Very, very important that we all are in agreement on a name. I'm not dictating a name. I'm going to put suggestions out there. You're going to put suggestions out there. But what I want to get on is that when the public decides to book a driver, is that it becomes a win-win-win situation. A win for the driver, a win for the passenger, and a win for the new company. I cannot quite say that right now with the current setup, because it's a triple win for Uber. It's a double win for the passenger, and it's definitely not a win for the driver. That's the way I see the current state of affairs, my friends. So simplify 0007 444 last night. Is that $444, my friend? Yeah, is that what it is? That's awesome. 444. Is that true? He said yes. What a cool way to end your day on 444. 444. 1, 2, 3, 14. Yeah, I think it's 14. Our voices need to be heard. Monchi is absolutely 100% correct. Bob Thorpe, I'm in, can't wait. Awesome. There's a way to participate on 5 levels. And everyone's included, everyone's invited. And you guys will like my 100 All-Stars contribution, where I honor these 100 All-Stars in this new website that's being launched. Why? It's more like a thank you to them for helping us grow something new, right? With their codes included, with their invite codes. This is not a company that I'm building where I'm promoting my codes. No, they will be mentioned. Their codes will be mentioned. They have followers, right? They have subscribers, and we honor all the all-stars in this new platform that'll help us push the message forward. Right place, right time. That's what I said. That's one of the things I mentioned in the meeting, in the group call, when they called in. My techies spoke to me. We're just firing ideas back and forth. Does this have to be in? I said, it's the right time, the right place. It's all timing, right? People are fed up. They're up to here in their eyeballs. They've had enough. So the timing. My girlfriend just texted me, I love you so much. Let me just send her a little message. I know this may come across a little cheesy, but I'm just going to write it back. I love you too. There we go. Done. It's a cool lady. Nelson Menard, I hope I pronounced that. Thank you so much for the $5 contribution. Mr. Torson, you are a rideshare hero and a patriot for what you are doing for your brothers in arms. I have nothing but respect for you. I send you nothing but love back, my friend Nelson. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being part of our house, part of our community, part of our family. Shout out to Nelson. Nelson's in the house. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. So, a special day, Memorial Day, honoring people who have died while serving in the United States Forces. I think Memorial Day has taken on a far larger meaning. I think it's really remembering all of those people dear to your heart, right? That played a major role in your life. And when they passed away, there was grief and sadness that you had to let them go. Whenever they passed away, right? So those are the people today, and you can mention them. Many people have already mentioned them. We hold those people in memory. all the armed forces, all the soldiers, any mothers, any fathers that passed away, any brothers, any sisters that passed away, any dear friends. I'm sure many of you have had like really, really good friends, and suddenly you get the news he or she died. How do you feel then? They're in your heart, right? They're part of your heart. They're part of your DNA. They're part of your soul. And suddenly they're gone. I've lost several good friends. I mean, I'm 50 years old, but I've lost a lot of friends in their 40s, in their 50s, some friends in their 60s, right? And the person, as I mentioned in the beginning, where I really choked up, I did not know I was going to go in that direction with a video. You know, I'm a very spontaneous guy. I say it is as it is. But my dad, I remember him today. So we have a little hater in the house, Nota Spider, not on Memorial Day. Your language, it speaks volumes, buddy. I'm not even going to give you the honor. We're not going to memorialize your hating words. So he's gone. Let me just kick him out the room. You wish you could, Nota. You're nothing. You're nothing. Again, I say this to you, Nota. Go, you have the opportunity, go and change yourself. Go work on yourself. Go work on your hatred. Go work on those issues, those demons you have. Go work on it. You have a golden opportunity to correct yourself. I cannot correct you. I cannot help you. Only you, Nota Spider, can help yourself. I wish you a great day. Uber, Uber, Uber. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm excited to have you on board. You're a right, hero, a patriot for what you're doing. Got that. Thank you so much. But Uber, 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 thank you. Arturo Fieros, keep up the great work, Professor. Thank you. Uber, 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 thank you. I really appreciate your contribution. Keeps me motivated, keeps me excited, keeps me pushing forward, right? And I appreciate you saying that for your dad. It means the world to me. Very nice of you to say that and to honor him. Tommy, 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 love's in the air. Yes, it is. Today, nothing but love for all the people that we lost in the past, right? The people that went dark on us, right? The people that left us. We salute you on this special day. I'm sorry I had to deal with a hater early on who decided to invade our house and spread some poison and venom. Feet off, arms off, he's out. Yeah, I would agree with you on that one, Tony. But we didn't give him much of a voice. He's gone, he's out, he will not be back. Rideshare Candy, Jar Candyman. Rideshare Candy, Jar Candyman. Happy is the wrong word. What is the word? You share with us. I want to make it a happy day because I have nothing but loving, good, happy memories. But whatever you want to call it, you know, Rideshare Candy Jar, tell us. Success realizes dreams. Cheers, Professor. Thank you for honoring our fallen. Yeah, today we honor them. And I'm wearing this golden shirt in their memory. In my eyes, they're all champions. Anyone that has served and sacrificed their life to keep us safe right here in the United States of America is a champion. And there are many, many thousands and thousands and thousands of champions, and their families are champions for supporting them while they're overseas doing their mission, sending them letters of love and support while they're in the army. You're all included. You're all champions. Nothing but love for you. So anybody else want to give a shout out to someone that they miss and love? Thumbs up. I agree. All thumbs up. Yes, their families, mad sacrifices. They made mad sacrifices. Think of it, right? There's a mother, she has a child, the guy goes off to the army, even if it's for 4 years, right? For 4 years. I did 2 years. 2 years was enough, it was a long time, right? I did that in South Africa, South African Defense Forces. But you go, let's say you're going on a 4-year rotation, and the mother is holding the fort in a US city with her kid, and she only gets to see her loved one ever so often. That's tough, man. So they're also in our memories because they were there. Bart Lohorn, 10-year USAF veteran, United States Air Force veteran. We salute you. And I'm sure you've lost some loved ones in the army as well, Bart. So American military equals freedom. Let's give them a shout out because he wants to say something. He goes, Jocko Podcast, good channel on YouTube. Cool. We gave you a shout out, Jocko Podcast. And American military equals freedom. We honored you right here, my friend. Former Army medic here, DJ Quicksilver. We honor you, right? So many people have served. Many people have served. And all of those people we honor today. All of the people that passed away in former wars, Vietnam War, Kuwaiti War, Iraqi War, we honor you today, right? Wherever you were stationed. Rideshare Candy Jar Candyman says, what's there to be happy about Memorial Day? It's supposed to be honoring, not happy. You have a choice to use whatever is dear to you. If you want to use the word honoring, sure. I haven't heard of addressing a people saying honoring Memorial Day. I am wishing the people a happy Memorial Day, that they have happy and good memories about the people that they've lost, that they're in their hearts. That's the way I've addressed it. So if Rideshare Candy Jar wants to use the word honoring, right, by all means, freedom of speech, my friend. I have said to my people, to everyone in the world, I wish you a happy Memorial Day, and may your loved one be kept in memories forever. We have another little hater here, YouTube Hall Monitor. I'm obviously triggering something. He's all upset. He's bent out of shape. I have a suggestion for YouTube Hall Monitor. He thinks he's the Hall Monitor. Go onto Google and type in the words, two words, psychological projection, and read that YouTube Hall Monitor, because that applies to you. You obviously feel very upset. You feel very triggered. You feel very angry, right? But we are not going to share your hatred in this room. And wherever your journey goes, we wish you well. We wish you nothing but love. Have a great day. Show him the window. Yeah, I just did show him the window. We don't have time for that, my friends. This is like, this is a day. It's a special day where I agree. We're honoring these individuals, but I'm honoring them knowing that I have happy memories being surrounded by those people. I have several friends that died in the army, right? And my times with them, when they were alive, they were happy. They were my friends. So you can call it whatever you want to, right? Larry C., may I ask you, what is your take on Apex? Email me or text me. I'll give you my take on that, not here. Kenneth Morrison, chip on your shoulder because of self-insecurities, Mr. Chuch. Yeah, I guess so. I just told him to look up psychological projection. Something's triggered the person, right? Something that was said brings back some form of trauma. By the way, so I also have, I have a business degree and I have a psychology degree, right? So, I have my master's. And I'm not saying I'm the know-all, just I know the basics. I know the basic tool set, right? Why people are triggered, why people judge, why they're in their ego. why they have so much difficulty letting go of the hot potato, right? Too many people, sadly, still hold on to the hot potato foil that burns them every single day. Instead of going out there, working on yourself, getting great books, great CDs, self-improvement, self-growth, and chipping away at those onion layers, finding out, why am I so upset? Why am I filled with so much anger? Could be because you have anger towards someone, to an ex-wife or an ex-husband, or towards a father, and you can't let that go. Forgiveness is a big one, my friends. Read a book called Radical Forgiveness, right? If you walking around with that hot potato, hating someone in your life, every single day you wake up, you hate that person, I highly suggest you go and buy the book, Radical Forgiveness. Let's see. I don't want to venture off too much in the area of psychology. I want to stick on the topic that these special people, these people that we hold on Memorial Day in our memories, were those good times, were those happy times, and we honor them, right? We truly, truly honor them. So Tim Olson's making me super hungry. He just said, I just ate me some hot sweet potatoes. Not a good thing to tell me right now. I am so hungry right now. I can actually visualize those hot sweet potatoes. Thank you, Tim. Kenneth Morrison's Psycho Cybernetics is a great book. Awesome. I don't know that, but I'm going to definitely take a picture of that and look that up, because I've read so many of those awesome books. And there's something out of each little book that you take that's for you, that you learn. But I am definitely going to go and check up that book. There we go. Took a screenshot. Abstract Echo says, holding on to anger and hatred is like drinking poison, hoping it will destroy your enemy. 100% correct, right? And it's not going to destroy your enemy. It's not. It's actually going to give them more power. If you holding on to that anger and hatred, it just gives them more power, because it shows them what control they have over you. So you've got to detach from that. One of the best lessons I learned on a weekend, it was called Loyalty to Your Soul. Loyalty to your soul was, firstly, how you react to the issue is the issue, right? Think of this, how you react to an issue is the issue, right? Now comes the big one. You got to let go of that judgment. For example, you've had a hard relationship with your mother. That's not my case. I have a very loving relationship with my mother, but I forgive myself for judging my mother as not being the competent, loving mother I'd wished for. The truth is, she did the best under the circumstances. Now, the circumstances could be her husband passed away, her husband left her, and she has 4 or 5 children, and I felt left out, right? So I started like, well, she doesn't love me, she doesn't love me. Now I'm taking on that belief. I got to let go of that belief. I forgive myself for judging myself that my mother was never good enough. The truth is, she did the very best under the circumstances. Can you see how you let that hot potato go? So that just stuck with me. We did that exercise, that anything like that triggered us, you got to visualize, you have to forgive the judgment that you have against that person. It's a hard one to swallow. It's a big pill to swallow. My dad died before we straightened things out in the living years, Mike and the mechanics. I know that, in the living years, Mike and the mechanics. Are you talking about your dad and you didn't have the opportunity to straighten it out? But, don't put any judgment on yourself, right? And don't say, hey, I should have straightened things out. Maybe those are the lyrics. I guess those are the lyrics, right? But turn your hot potato into a sweet potato. That's it. Turn your hot potato into a sweet potato. Yeah. So Internet Browser says $100 startup, a great book. It sounds like a cool book, because if you can get a startup off the ground with $100, you're very creative and you're very talented. So that, I'm sure, is an awesome. I haven't read that one either. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'd like to read the reviews on those books, right? If, I've got 5 stars, see how many people bought it. Yeah, but that's a great song. In the Living Years, Mike and the Mechanics. Beautiful song. Zig Ziglar. Yep. Cool. My friends, I would ideally like to get up to the 1 hour mark. We're in 50 minutes. So please share. If there's anyone that's special today that you're honoring, I'm honoring those who I have very happy memories about, right? I've honored them in my video, and I've shared with you that on the 4th of July, the next big federal holiday, is a huge, huge announcement. A new company that we're going to get off the ground, right? Start of a new company. On the 4th of July. Why did we choose the 4th of July? Why did my team choose it? Because it's Independence Day. We want to be independent of the greats, of the bullies that manipulate us and tell us who we are and what we are to do. The ones that are trying to give us gold medals, platinum medals, and diamond medals, right? That's not who we are. We're all goats, my friend. Rideshare Helper says, great song. Yes, it is. Kenneth Morrison says, Ziggy. You're talking Ziggy Marley or Zig Ziglar? Cool. Anybody still going to go out there today and make some money? I decided today is not a money-making day. Today I just want to chill out, reflect, be with family, take my kids out for dinner later, and honor all of these special people. Jay Beats, LOL, good. Rather be laughing out loud than crying out loud. Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie. Uber says, yep, Lyft in San Francisco, lots of travelers. That's the one thing I got to say about San Fran. I mean, you have so many tourists, right? So many tourists coming down to the pier, so many tourists just wanting to see, the Golden Gate Bridge. I know that Europeans are obsessed about San Francisco. So you can definitely count on a never-ending flow of visitors and tourists in San Francisco. And many of them know Lyft and Uber, so they will use and book that car over a taxi, for example. It's an expensive city. It's an expensive city to live in. In fact, there's a lot of drivers in San Francisco, a lot of drivers that live in their car, right? Or live in their car for 4 or 5 days, may pay for one motel night to freshen up and get a good night's rest. But I've heard of a lot of drivers living in their cars in San Fran. Or they live outside, they travel in an hour and a half into San Francisco, work there the whole weekend, sleep in the car, maybe return on a Monday. That's a hard grind, San Fran. Money apparently is good. The fares that the people are paying in San Francisco are definitely just statistically higher than many of the other cities. The referrals that they pay for a new San Francisco driver is very high. And that's where it's all started. That's where the rideshare movement started, right, in that city. So a lot of the public there in San Francisco are educated about rideshare. A lot of the people that work at Uber and Lyft have become super insanely wealthy because of the IPO. The real estate market has seen so many more new millionaires want to acquire a home. It's an expensive city. Yes, it is very oversaturated with drivers. Exactly. It's probably one of the most saturated cities when it comes to a ratio of drivers to public. San Francisco. Thank you for saying that, Tim. It should be a great day for Postmates, Grubhub. It should be, yeah, exactly. I would guess that a lot of people will want to be at their homes, have meals, order food in. Should be a huge, huge day for. So if you are with Postmates, Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, today's a day you should be working. You'd be making money. Very well said. So Tommy says, I owe. So off to work I go in a bit. Stick around for one more minute, Tommy, and then you have a great day, my friend. Hope your Monday is awesome. Buff passivity. The ride blabber professor. Shut up with the preaching. Shut up and drive. You and your lemmings. Oh, I'm so sorry, Buff. Did we hit nerve? Are you upset? I'd love to check out your channel, right? So we're a little hater in the house who hasn't done it his way, right? He just comes in, spreads his little venom, his poison. I drive every day, my friend, except for today, right? And we can compare earnings per week in the rideshare business anytime, Buff. You can show me your bank account. I'll show me my bank account. Case closed. So I will not shut up, unfortunately. Not for people like Buff passivity. I don't know whatever that means. But, now he's hating the LA people. Oh, my God. What's going on in your past, Buffy? Share with us. Why do you hate LA? Why do you hate celebrities, right? You don't like movies? He says, shut up and drive. I drove yesterday. Actually, the other day I drove from 12 to 1 p.m., 13 hours I was driving. What were you doing? Sitting on your couch playing Xbox? Buffy? Buffy. What can I say? I would address, I think he does have the small P syndrome. I agree with that. Buffy. He's a hater. And what do we say to hater? Buffy, sit on this and swivel, my friend. Enjoy. But, anyone can go out there, film in their car, become an ambassador for their city, spread videos, share their advice. Hey, this is what I'd suggest how to handle the San Francisco pier. This is where I usually park. This is where I get the most trips. This is how I handle the airport at Denver. This is how I handle a nightlife in Miami. Everyone can share, right? And in the beginning, when I started Uber driving and I tested all the platforms, I started sharing what I thought was working for me in Los Angeles, right? The venues. And, I have 8 other channels, but none of the channels took off like this one. None of the channels do I have the fun like this one. None of the channels do I feel connected with people as I do with my house, with our house, Mi Casa, Su Casa. And when you start sharing ideas, concepts that work, statistics that work in LA, in other cities, when you start buying vehicles, seeing what they can generate for you, giving other drivers opportunity, it makes you feel good. And what makes you feel really, really good is like all the messages you get every day, right? Text messages, emails. Hey, I tried that out. Thank you. That worked for me. Or, never really paid attention to events, to music events, sports events. But then I started setting up a 30-day calendar and planning out all my days. And I started making more money. Thanks for that tip. Cool. That's great. That's how we move forward. Exactly. Buffy got the royal middle finger. He's still swiveling on that middle finger. Little hamster Buffy. I don't know what triggers people's hatred and anger and why they have to take pot shots at other people, but a lot of it's driven by jealousy. A lot of it's driven by their incompetence in life because they're frustrated, they're angry that they're not getting out of a situation. And some people just hate seeing other people succeed. So, not to feed him more energy that he deserves, he already got booted out, but doesn't fly, Buffy. Kenneth. Oh, yeah. We all deal with them. You start your channel and you'll deal with them. Dustin and I had a conversation about this, right? We talk one-to-one, right? Like the one night we spoke about the haters and the trolls. You can't really give them too much energy because then they feel powerful. But we have to give them their 30 seconds of glory, their 30 seconds of fame, right? Because they screaming. If anything that haters or trolls are doing, they are screaming for attention. Remember that. They're never getting the attention that they wanted or deserved elsewhere. Now they get the chance, the 30-second chance to scream for attention. The vampire. Guys, we hit the 1 hour mark. Mondays are generally slow anyway. I'm not a big Monday person. I really rock and roll Friday, Saturdays, Sundays. My huge days are always Friday, Saturdays. I'm usually working around the clock on those days. How many of you more or less take the Monday off or slow it down on a Monday? You know, I think there's a lot. It's a lot of drivers that chill on a Monday. Today is a good reason to chill. Today is a good reason to reflect and to honor. Yeah. Kenneth says, I take Monday off. Not today, though. Okay, so today, I hope today is busy for you, Kenneth, if you are working. And do share with us in the next live stream how many hours you did today and if it was a busy day. I'd really be interested. Nelson Menard, Mondays rock in NOLA. Oh, absolutely. Exactly. New Orleans, Louisiana. Beautiful. Where are you right now, Nelson, in New Orleans? Which part? Are you down in the thick of things in the French Quarter or like way out at the airport? Where are you right now? Exactly. Respect back. Kenneth, you have my respect. Great faith. I stick to LAX. You make the same as driving around the city, which is interesting. I mean, do you stick around the LAX area or do you like to go to LAX and then wait for the next passenger and wait for the next passenger? I'm a person, for example, that only drops off at LAX. I refuse to sit in any lines and wait and hope, right? I think around LAX, when it comes to Playa del Rey, Marina del Rey, YouTube quarters down there, the Verizon quarters, the Google campus, Westchester, Culver City around LAX, the South Bay right next to LAX, tons of money to be made. So drop off, get into those other areas and get business. I don't know. Uberman Paul, Sebastian, Florida. How are you, my friend? Good to see your face. I think I even followed you on Twitter the other day. You should have had a follow from me, if you don't mind following me in return. John Leonard, how about Sunrise? Ooh la la, I like that. Sunrise rideshare. I like that. That's a super positive, happy word, Sunrise. I'm going to take a picture of that. I think that's I like that. I like that name a lot, right? Who doesn't like to see the sunrise? I love seeing the sunrise. Also enjoy seeing the sunset. So Great Face says, I do 8 hours and make 177. If you divide that by 8, you are probably hitting like what? The $22? Is that correct? $22 per hour average? Cool. Deanna from Chicago, how are you? Hi, everyone. Appreciate you addressing everyone in the house. Safe holiday weekend. It's storming in Chicago. Wow. Storming in Chicago. I can't say it's warm in LA. It's pretty cool, but the sun is out. We had rain yesterday. I never knew it was storming in Chicago. Drive safe if it's storming in Chicago. All the Chicago drivers, please do drive safe. Stay safe. Very intelligent. Simplify 0007. Thank you. That's nice. Offering your colleague in your house a nice shout out, a thank you. That's awesome. Very Intelligent says Memorial Day is about war and murder. Nothing really patriotic about killing people in other countries because the United States wants them dead. No wars, period. I am fully for no wars, my friend. If I had the choice, absolutely. War or no war, I would choose no war, right? Sadly, agendas, economics, religion, steer wars, provoke wars, start wars. Been like that for centuries. But I'm with you. I'm with your chain of thinking, Mr. Very Intelligent. I'm with you on that. Nelson Menard said, yes, sir, Uptown and Quarter. Awesome. Good. I hope report back to us, Nelson, and let us know what the day was like for you on Memorial Day in New Orleans, how many hours you did, what category you were driving in, what shift you did, and how much you earned. Always interested in those numbers and statistics. JV Pricing says, Lyft is now giving passengers a 2-minute warning before we arrive. That now gives them 7 minutes to waste time. Interesting. Also, Lyft passengers can text us in the app with quiet and temp requests. Yep. This quiet mode, the shut up and drive mode, and the temperature request, obviously they're duplicating it. Uber started it, they're duplicating it, right? So I don't particularly like the shut up and drive mode. I see some value for some passengers in it, especially for female passengers. I see some value in it. But I'm generally not excited about the fact that we're told to shut up and drive. I really am not. Simplify 0007 says the Lyft destination mode 6, or do you mean sucks? I guess you say sucks, right? And then ... We want to hear the because, the reason. Yep, I really dislike those 1 mile trips for $2.75. Says Great Faith, absolutely not worth it, right? Send us somewhere just to give a 1 mile road, just to earn $2.75, complete waste of time, right? I would say that person is better off catching one of those bikes, those little powered battery bikes or scooters. That's what those vehicles should be used for, not a car. Don't call a driver because you have to go 1 mile down the road. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Rideshare 411 in the house. Whoosh, he always lights it up with fire. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Happy Memorial Day to you, 411, right? Jim Seagull says, hi, how are you, Jim? Thank you for being in the house, in our house. Infantry Sarge says, rides are really spotty this holiday. Has changed things up quite a bit. Got to figure this out, or maybe there's no figuring out to find the sweet spot. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we question a shift a lot, right? We question why is it? Or why is this New Year's Eve not like that New Year's Eve? Why is this Coachella not like that Coachella? Why is this baseball event not exactly like my past trip? Understanding also that Uber and Lyft are constantly changing things in the app, right? Changing the dynamics. Whatever they're doing, they're obviously trying to improve their bottom line. But I guess those changes affect us, right? Memorial Day to Memorial Day. Maybe you did a 5-hour shift last Memorial Day and maybe you made $100. And today you maybe made 70 or 75. So we'll question that, right? I remember doing the exact same shift last year as I did today, this morning. I only earned half. Why? My guess, the answer to that is because they've obviously changed a lot to improve their bottom line, not necessarily improve our bottom line. Yeah, it's time to spend time with the family. That's what I'm going to do right now, my friends. I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to go and pick up my boys and go for a nice lunch and just have quality time, quality time, right? It's not always about quantity time, but quality time. And I appreciate you guys. So Uber says Uber came out with the comfort ride, and Lyft now has personal power zones in the app. Yeah, constantly copying each other. Hey, what's the one company doing? Why are they getting media attention on that? We got to do that as well. So like they always look at what works out for the one company, we copy as well. That's not quite working out for them, that we'll drop that, right? So they're constantly mirroring each other. Yep. And that's true. And every driver will be part of it. That I can commit here today. That we are invested, right? That we can drive this forward. And we don't have to really overcomplicate our app with all these stupid little things that Uber and Lyft, we're not going to have gold class and platinum class and diamond class and reward programs and all. We're going to keep it very, very simple. They say simple, stupid sometimes are the ones that really, really work the best. To me, a simple and healthy split is 75-25, period, right? Because the heavy lifting is done by the driver. The company is writing the tech, the software, and supplying the app. And I think they only deserve 25%. Yeah. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. You texted me screenshots with DoorDash demands. Was that today or was that a previous day? If it was a previous day, please resend. If you send it now, I'll check it out. Okay, so I need 50 thumbs up, even for Buffy. We wish Buffy well. We wish Buffy and one or two other trolls that came into the house today to try and stir it up weren't quite successful, but we wish them well. We hope they go back and work on themselves. So maybe next Memorial Day, we can remember them. They come into the room and they say, hey, you know what? I changed my attitude, right? So we remember all. Most important of all, we remember and honor all those who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. We remember all of our loved ones, could be mothers and fathers that passed away, brothers and sisters that passed away, good friends that passed away. We hold them in loving memory. They will forever be in our memory. My friends, peace out. I need 50 thumbs up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. That's it. Guys showing a lot of love right now. I'm going to take a picture of that. Oh, yeah, Kenneth, I just got your text there. Boom. Wow, look at this pretty picture. You see? Okay, it says to me, clean the screen for better photos. There we go. Whoop. How cool is that, guys? That's what I get to see. That's what you get to see, and I appreciate you. Thank you, my friends. Have a happy Memorial Day, or have an honoring Memorial Day, whatever we want to call it. Please reach out to your loved one. Please reach out to families that have lost someone, that are in a lot of pain and grief today. Please tell them that you are with them in mind, spirit. You support them, you love them, you're thinking about them. And whatever you do today, whether it's your day off, whether you go out and work, make it a good one. Make it a remembering who you really, really, truly feel connected to. You know, like the one gentleman said he lost his uncle or his grandpa. Someone sticks out on this day. I know who it is. My dad sticks out. Proud of him, love him. And I wish you nothing but love today. Thank you for those emojis. They say it all, and we keep on driving forward, right? We have fun. We communicate. We respect each other. Happy Memorial Day, my friends. Thank you. Enjoy.